So let's go ahead, get rocking and rolling here, and start off with the Arizona Cardinals and the Miami Dolphins. 4.5 is the line in favor of the Dolphins. 46.5 is the total. Of course, the big news here is Tua's coming back. If you look at the injury report, he's listed as questionable technically because he's still in IR, but he's going to play. The other thing that's interesting, though, is Tyreek Hill did pop up on the injury report. So if your handicap is based off of not necessarily Tua being back, but off of just the injury report and what his weapons all look like, then you might want to take that into consideration. Look, we got an Arizona defense that is really poor. It doesn't really matter what facet of the game we're talking about when we're talking about this Arizona defense. It is just a team that is bad all around. And so we have to decide, is that bad that this team brings to the table bad enough to where you want to come in and back this Dolphins team that has looked absolutely putrid without Tua out there on the field? And, that's the question. And pass defense is 30th overall in the NFL. And we're talking about this Arizona Cardinals team that if Tua's fine, which again, this wasn't a physical injury, right? It was a concussion. If Tua's fine, then they should be able to slice and dice this Arizona secondary. I mean, we were talking a team dead last in pass defense success rate. If you look, DVOA, 29th in DVOA against the pass. This is everything that Miami could dream of for Tua to come back is against this defense, right? They don't get any pressure either. So, it's 29th in the NFL. We're talking about a team that is towards the bottom, almost dead last when it comes to pressure rate. So, in theory, this should be a Dolphins win. This should be a Dolphins win and probably a Dolphins cover. It's a Dolphins defense that has actually kind of under the radar because maybe you weren't paying attention. I know it's easy to not pay attention whenever they're doing what they were doing on offense without Tua out there, but this defense is actually like upper half in just about every category. It's actually upper third in just about every category out there. So, I have to just assume that Tua's fine and that Tua's going to be good to go and that Tua is going to be Tua. And so with that, I think we have to back the Dolphins here in this game. And I think it's something that is, it's going to be a tough watch, right? It's going to be a tough hang. There's no doubt about that. We are legitimately talking about a dude that last time we saw him was out there, full fencing, full everything. It is something that, it's going to be tough. The bet's going to be in the account, but it's going to be a tough watch because literally every single time that he drops back and does anything, we're going to be wondering, is this the last time? And I get it. And if you don't want to bet on this game because of that, I actually completely understand that. I really do. It's going to be tough for me to look at for sure. That being said, if Tyreek plays, I like Tyreek props. And if he doesn't play, obviously Waddle props are just, golden here in this one. And we just assume that this team's going to look like it did in the past. So that's where we're going here in this one. HN props are a little bit too low, I think, as well, if you want to look at an alternate way to go about this.